Previously on.
Doc, take a sidearm. Fireteam, Honecker don't have any VA suit. Get him to our dropship in one piece. Direct route's blocked. I got no connection to those compartments. We'll bypass below decks. Hijo de puta, the Corlicks flooded the whole bottom of the station. Right. Bypass Mark 1, Mod 1, head through, waste processing.
A 16 million digit cipher. Perhaps check the logs of the maintenance synthetics?
No response from Hangar Delta's ALS. Diverting to Epsilon.
Door head's locked down. There's more working Joes, though. This?
I would be pleased to assist. No. Is there another? There we are. Sending you the door code.
Shore party, we are down in Hangar Epsilon. Standing by for pickup.
What the fuck happened here?
Weyland-Yutani synths brought local animals up to, replenish the hive. Then eggs back down for experiments.
They bred Xenos? Come mierdas.
Shore party, I need you up in Pri-Flight. Get to the air boss's console and clear for final depressurization. Asses in seats, shore party. Flip and burn and 15. Remember to tense your legs. Anyone who passes out gets their picture on ShipNet. I hate our squadron name. When I flew interceptors, the squadrons had decent names. Predators, gunslingers. Cracked Rooks is like, oh, I dropped my chess set. The UD-9C carries enough ordnance to take out a town, and it'll keep flying with half its ass blown off. But a Condor's not going to survive turns and burns against a real interceptor. In Atmo, all it can do is go in one direction real fast. Your best defense against Op-4 air superiority is to punch the throttle to the firewall, crank the ECM, and kiss your ass goodbye. Zero G's marginally better. The RCT blocks are placed wider than the old Cheyennes and Mohawks. Maneuvers real tight. I bet I could fly this piece of crap through any shipwreck you want without nicking the paint.
How much like what Honecker had to say. Weyland-Yutani ran Katanga like a fucking ant farm. Used androids to bring up animals from the moon, left them on the refinery for the Xenos, took the eggs back down to the lab. There's a queen aboard Katanga, laying those eggs. SOP says, poof, that's when you pull out and file an insurance claim. We'll deal with Katanga later. Right now, Colonel Ship wants us down on LV-895. Honecker says some Weyland-Yutani people disappeared before his group evac. Could be there's other survivors looking for rescue. You could get the details on the surface conditions from Lieutenant Ko. She'll be flying you and Herrera down.
Busy. Shoo. Our landing zone's a couple of clicks from Pala Station, at the base of the mountains to the west. You won't need any special gear. The environment is close enough to Earth. There's native life, but you probably won't have to worry about it. The Xenos that Honecker's idiot employers let loose are a bigger threat. Pala's the source of the Xeno outbreak? I had enough bugs on my canopy in Katanga's hangar, thanks. Can't believe Herrera wouldn't let me fire missiles. You'd have ducked. Esther says there's tunnels in the mountains near our LZ. Colonel Ship thinks it's the direction any survivors would run, and the commissars agree with her. Well, around Pala Station, the air's about Earth normal. Pressure 908 millibars. Little heavier on CO2. No obvious toxins or allergens. Take the regulation antihistamines anyway. If you end up climbing a mountain, you'll have a problem. Low-lying areas have thick atmo, but it attenuates fast. A lot like Mars after we terraformed it. Gravity is 0.92. That's odd. But it means you won't notice any difference from shipboard artificial grav. The diameter of LV-895 is just under 9,000 clicks, 3/4 the size of Earth. That's small, but 92% Earth's gravity doesn't add up. To get that gravity, the moon would need to be made of something stupid, like 50% iron or full of radioactives. Something real dense, you know? But our readings say conventional rock mix. Only rumors leaking out of Honecker's debrief. Something about big color-changing cats. According to Wayland Yutani's officially filed survey data, we're orbiting a barren rock. No life. Prebiotic atmo. You can look out a porthole and see that's wrong. Or a lie. A shirt-sleeves habitable world, no terraforming needed. Low investment, high return. Maybe they didn't declare it to avoid competition. Just remember, Wayland managers tend to store profit margins and promotion tracks where their brains should be. If you run into any, watch your back.
Marines, we're heading down to LV-895. The Wayland Yutani surface lab was overrun by Xenos, but there may be survivors. The closest shelter is the mountain caves to the west. You'll rappel into the caverns for search and rescue.
Entry vector. Exit for Astro. Insertion in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Check your fire. Remember, we're looking for friendlies. This isn't a cave. It's block construction. A company bunker, maybe.
Sentry gun ready.
Signal. Fox! Spread this far from Pala Station, they'll be after any survivors. Get moving. Lot of Wayland shit down here. Some kind of auxiliary base, fallback position. Weird door. A live terminal. See if you can pull any logs. Incident report. Radiological waste breach. Lockdown. No specifics. Keep advancing.
Sentry's ready to go. Ambush.
On the tent. Blood. Not a good sign. Continue your sweep. There could still be friendlies alive.
Sentry's ready to go. Sentry deployed.
Check 6. Xeno's following you.
Pardon. The blood spray patterns earlier suggest acid scalding from a ballistic trajectory. Please remain alert for Smithers.
So much Wayland shit. What were they doing down here? Honecker didn't say there was a facility out here. Just Pala Station itself. Xenos, from the side holes!
Sentry deployed.
Incoming there.
Rearming.
Grabbing ammo.
Getting a radiological signal. Whoa, careful. Seal's loose.
Curious. The xenomorph was not impaired by irradiation.
You're trespassing on Wayland Utani property.
Colonial Marines. You from Pala Station?
Yes, I'm Security Chief Cynthia Rodriguez. You're in danger here, Marines.
Yeah, no kidding. We're here to rescue you. Another nuclear spitter! Rodriguez, we're here under authority of the Colonial Protection Act. We'll be evacuating survivors.
Our position is secure. I recommend you withdraw.
Hear that? Understood, ma'am. Be ready to receive us.
Gun ready.
Fox Swarm, heading your way.
Get eyes on this.
Another nuclear spitter! Watch the other approach! Still with us, Rodriguez?
I told you we're secure. You're the only ones
Everyone
in danger
get this
here,
intel.
Marines.
That's the job, ma'am. We'll get you out safe.
Grabbing ammo.
Rearming. Somebody take the gear. Grabbing ammo.
property.
Not here to steal your office staplers, Rodriguez.
Give me time to contact the Home Office for guidance.
What the hell's her problem? Does she even want to be rescued? Across the canyon. What the hell is that? With the overhang, we couldn't see this on approach.
Rearming.
Patching up. Rearming. Patching up. Hey, kids here.
Now we need to get you across that canyon.
All right, grabbing ammo.
Oh, you got their location locked? Can you drop munitions in the gap?
I could fly a missile up your left nostril, Herrera.
Anyone need gear? Somebody take the gear.
Chopadi, I drop on my next pass. I suggest you move.
Across the canyon, Fireteam, move!
Straight away.
Watch for stragglers. What the hell is this? A nuke bunker?
Sentry deployed. Lines out. Sentry deployed.
Mine is ready to go.
Warrior box, focus fire!
Incoming.
secured. Rendezvous at the Rodriguez.
Grabbing ammo.
We got a Wayland ship, busted
Found some
synths,
intel.
and empty eggs here.
In the absence of new orders, the synthetics from Paula kept repeating their last orders. Collect local life. Deliver to Katanga. Return with eggs. I told you it's dangerous here.
Huddle up, Fireteam. Rodriguez is ahead. Let's figure out what we're getting into.
That headgear is traditional for Wayland-Yutani interface pilots, going back to the deep-range exocolony missions a century ago. I'm going to assume the synth pilot wasn't wearing it. Personally, I wouldn't get near the cockpit of those things. Dropships can't maneuver for shit, but those Wayland shuttles are just fancy bricks. All you can do is aim them at the ground and hope the retros stop you before you bounce off. You know they weren't even designed for what they do? Sanriku Heavy Industries markets the D-Series light-duty interface craft as an SSTO with re-entry capability, but the original model was designed to work purely in Atmo, using ground effect. Did it stop them from selling it as a shuttle? Of course not. Sanriku is a division of Wayland-Yutani after all.
All the shit Wayland-Yutani makes. Aspen beer is about the only good thing. Wasn't always that way. Back 100 years plus, when Peter Wayland was still kicking the company, did terraforming and exploration. They invented synthetics. Future of humanity. Mierda. Building better worlds wasn't just something on coffee mugs. He actually meant that shit. After Wayland died, the managers took over. Every year, the budget for shit that made lives better went down, and the budget for shit that kills went up. Why make $1 trillion in 2 decades when they can make $1 billion next quarter? Yeah, I heard about that. Benoist Henderson Station was a fuel depot at Kappa Reticuli. Wayland-Yutani says Hyperdyne mercenaries sabotaged it. Hyperdyne says one of Wayland's own bioweapons got loose. You figure that out. Either way, the depot blew up. 1,000 civilians died, food shipments got delayed for months. Shit like that, why they passed the Colonial Protection Act in '87. After the Frontier War, everybody wised up to how far the megacorps had gone. The further from Earth they moved, the more they figured they could ignore governments and act like them in their own selves. Hire private armies and send them at each other. The CPA authorized the expansion of the Corps. Now, we come out here, patrol, and make sure the companies are playing nice, following the law, paying their taxes, and leaving the little people out of their bosta. Now that we've run into Wayland-Yutani, not just a lone survivor, I gotta give you the talk. After the Frontier War in '84, everyone wised up on how the megacorps ran things out here. Wayland-Yutani was the big instigator. Illegal experiments, colony sabotage for insurance payouts. The company looks out for itself. Its money, its secrets, its execs. If we're keeping those safe, Wayland loves the Corps. If they think we're working against them, they'll fuck us over and smile when they do it. Remember that. Come on, you kidding? That was only... fuck. Yeah, a boot like you would have been a baby. Goddamn, you're making me feel old. Weyland-Yutani tried to provoke a shooting war between the United Americas and the Proggies, the Union of Progressive Peoples. Attacked each side, tried to frame the other. The company had collaborators in our own brass, staff officers on the take, Joint Chiefs boosting their stock portfolios. Oh, we had to clean house after the war. Last century, sure. Before the Frontier War. When I joined up, we was practically mercenaries hired out by the UA Assembly. Some factory goes on strike, execs ask politicians to send in the Corps, bust up some heads. Lab experiment gets loose, send in the Corps to sweep up. Pour that boss die enough, you get a serious fucking morale problem. Too big to jail. Can't sanction them without pissing off all of Europe and Outer Soul. In the three-world empire, Weyland-Yutani's like a third of the economy. They run a bunch of government services. Tu sabe, privatization? Even provide military contractors to shore up the regular military. Every couple years, some of the execs and middle managers fuck up too big for the company to gloss over, or Parliament to ignore. They get tossed out on their ass. That's all the justice you can expect. The Colonial Protection Act says Marines got authority out here. We can do whatever's necessary to protect civilians. From Xenos, or from corporations. If Weyland's fucking around, we can drop the hammer on them. They give us lip, we can make it fat. Uncle Sam and Doña Juanita got our backs. All megacorps can get fucked with the same crowbar. They lose money, I smile.
Yeah, I wish I could give you some extra training. I really do, but I don't want to. Let's rack up the highest kill count in this whole damn battalion.
You're in Echo Company, Santos' platoon. He's a good Marine. Learn from him.
I regret that I'm not allowed in the field. Video feeds aren't the same as seeing it with your own eyes. You're fortunate.
Do you have a special someone back home? He was assigned to Palace Station. The Palace Station team developed weapons from
Esther says my backroom stock is unhealthy. Okay, well, let's see what fell off the back of the power loader. I'm not big on chatting up. Okay. Regulations require me to state that the battalion fabricators may not be used to replicate any device and/or system that has not been licensed for use by Colonial Marine Corps Logistics Command.
Look at this cabling! I swear, one day I'm going to strip and rewire the whole goddamn cockpit. Our landing zone's a couple of clicks from Palace Station, at the base of the mountains to the west. You won't need any special gear. The environment is close enough to Earth. There's native life, but you probably won't have to worry about it. The Xenos that Honecker's idiot employers let loose are a bigger threat. Just remember, Wayland managers tend to store profit
Remember to click that subscribe button. It's free and it helps me grow this channel.